Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Parents, platform guests, and most importantly, the class of 2021, let me welcome you to the commitments exercises for Baker High School. At this time, I take great pleasure in introducing our platform guest. Please stand and be recognized as your name is called. Superintendent of Mobile County Public School System, Mr. Cressel Threadgill. Mobile County Board of School Commissioner District 5, Dr. William Foster. Deputy Superintendent of Academics, Dr. Lakeisha Brackens. Deputy of Operations, Mr. Ernest Scarborough. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Larry Mouton. Ms. Christy Matthews, Senior Counselor. Ms. Heather Weaver, Junior Counselor. Ms. Christy Melton, Sophomore Counselor. Mr. Danny Daigle, Teacher at Baker High School. Mr. Scott Cook, Senior Assistant Principal. Dr. Foster, our School Board Commissioner, will now address our senior class.
It's wonderful, wonderful to see you all here today. You, and I'm speaking to the graduates, I want you to remember this. You are the best of us. You represent both your future and our future. We, as your parents, grandparents, families, your teachers, and others, send you forth. You carry our hopes, our prayers, and our love. I have on a tie today. It has a young lady on there who was 2 years old. It's wrapped around my neck and it hangs across my heart. Your parents have you across their hearts. They have you, a picture of you, within their minds, in their mind's eye. You are their greatest achievements. Winston Churchill said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." As you go forth now into the world, we, as your parents, grandparents, and others, are turning you loose. I want you to take with you those things that are good in this world. I want you to go into this world. It's your responsibility to go into this world, as a matter of fact. Your responsibility to make it better than those generations have before you. You can do this. You can make this world more equitable, more equal for all of us. You can make this world better for those less fortunate than you. You can make this world what it needs to be. And you're equal to the task. Because as I told you at the beginning, you are in fact the best of us. God bless you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Happy graduation to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Foster. Valedictorian Adrian Rushing and salutatorian Isabella Martin will deliver their commencement speeches to their classmates at this time.
Welcome, graduates, faculty, parents, family, and friends. I'm Isabella Martin, the Baker High School salutatorian for the class of 2021, and I am honored to speak with you today. Before I begin this speech, I want to thank you. Thank you, God, because without you, I would not be here today. Thank you to my parents, family, and friends. You all have taught me that a strong group of people can help you conquer anything. And to the parents and supporters of the class of 2021, thank you. We appreciate you. While I have the utmost gratitude for the education I've received at Baker High School, what I truly value are the life lessons that this high school has taught me. Number one, be humble. It was a certain day my sophomore year I was taught this lesson. As I drove into school, I remember an ink pen busting all over my book bag. The front of my khaki pants was stained with black ink. And on top of that, I was already missing 4 AP classes, but I aggravatedly stepped onto the bus as we drove into the Special Olympics. You see, I always defined myself as my class rank, my scores, all quantifiable numbers. But as I got to the Special Olympics and I had the privilege to see this young man as he raced and threw javelins and gave it his all while supporting his teammates and opponents alike, is when I truly saw what it is like to be humble. Number two, be ambitious. One thing for certain is that these students standing in front of me have pushed me to become a more ambitious person than I ever could have imagined. Do not let anyone tell you that you cannot do something. One of my favorite quotes is from Eleanor Roosevelt. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. Do the thing you think you cannot do. This applies to anything and everything you set your mind to. Set goals and do not stop until you achieve them. Number 3, respect your teachers. I've had the privilege of being taught by some of the most outstanding educators in the Mobile County public school system for my entirety of my education. I want to take this moment to stop and thank you. Thank you not only for teaching me how to standardize a z-plot, neutralize a galvanic cell, create a rhetorical analysis, or solve a differentiable equation, but thank you for always teaching me that you were there for me through this entire journey, for us. And last but not least, number 4, be a Baker Hornet. This final lesson about being a Baker Hornet does not stop at 8901 Airport Boulevard, but it extends to all students. High school is so much more than what students in society may think. A very wise woman, a lady that I look up to very much, recently said this to me. High school is about so much more than grades, exams, ACT, and class rank. Yeah, I know, right? A salutatorian standing up here and saying that class rank and grades are not integral parts of society in high school. But here's one thing that this class rank does not show about me. Ever since I was young, middle school let's say, I would watch the top graduates walk across the stage, and I would always see those students as the people who just walk into class and they get it. It seems to click for them. I'm not one of those students. So ever since then, I've dreamed of being in this position right now so I could represent all of the students who work hard, study until midnight, and may not get the lesson after the first, second, or third time. Because what truly matters is your work ethic and ambition. Because no matter what rank you are, ambition and work ethic pay off. And I know that because in the midst of a pandemic, we are all sitting here today. Let's revisit the day I went to the Special Olympics. Why would this young man cheer on his competitors? Competing is about winning, right? See, this young man allowed me to realize that I've been doing it all wrong. You see, in the top 10, sometimes we often did not cheer each other on. It was a competition to the top. Well, I'll be the first one to say that I would not be here in this position if it were not for all of these students in front of me. I remember when I walked into Baker my freshman year in this enormous campus. That was the day I realized that I was around an impeccable group of students. At the time, we were all competing with grades, exams, scores, you name it. But holistically, we were sharpening each other. The Baker class of 2021 sharpened each other. We made each other better. This lesson, the importance of cheering each other on, took me all 4 years to realize. It's not always about winning, but the lifelong friends you make during the journey, the lessons from the teachers that are not in the curriculum, and discovering who you are as a person will outweigh these numbers and scores that I place my value with time and time again. You are so much more than enough. You just have to believe in yourself. Not just your scores, but yourself. Stay humble, stay ambitious, and BTO. Congratulations to the class of 2021. We did it, and I'm so proud of you.
Good afternoon, friends, family, and the class of 2021. Today is a celebration of all the things we have accomplished. Maybe you're celebrating new beginnings. Maybe you're celebrating all the memories you made. Or maybe you're like me, and you're just celebrating never getting hit in the Baker parking lot. Regardless of our personal celebration, we all know as soon as the ceremony ends, everyone will be rushing to take hundreds, maybe even thousands of pictures. In about an hour, our feeds will be flooded with pictures taken with countless different poses, filters, angles, lightings, and varying levels of Facetune. What I have noticed about these Instagram-worthy pictures is that the person posting the picture rarely notices what the other people look like. At least, I hope they don't notice. You know, if you go off today and you knowingly post a group picture and your friend has one eye half open and is 2/3 of the way through a sentence, I hope it's because you just didn't realize and not because it's your favorite picture yourself. Because not realizing is natural. Whenever we look at a picture that we're in, our eyes immediately go to us. It's like there's a magnet that pulls our eyes to us. No matter the occasion, we will look at ourselves before anyone else. And looking at yourself first is fine, but you gotta remember, there are other people in the picture. A flexible perspective like that can be a really powerful tool. And you may not realize it, but a perspective you may have never considered is closer than you may realize. In the store I work at, Food Pack, we listen to NPR because we run a sophisticated establishment. And one day when I was actually listening to NPR, the host of the show signed off by wishing her audience a meaningful week. Personally, this was a first for me. I think most of us are wished a good, a great, or the occasional amazing week. A good week is easy to have because it's just when good things happen to you. But what makes a week meaningful? You know, as I drove home from work that day, deep in thought, and I considered this kind of grand existential question, I had an epiphany. I had no idea what it meant. So, naturally, I asked my parents. We talked about it for a while, and I came to the conclusion that perception is everything when it comes to how your days go. Good, bad, meaningful. The only thing that you can consistently change about your days is the way you look at them. We learned about this concept in psychology this year. It's called linguistic determination. It's the idea that you can only think about things using the words you know. There's a Native American language, Hopi, and it has neither past nor future tenses for verbs. And as a result, they do not think about much more than the present. As students of Baker High, there were words that were not part of our language, like windows and cell signal. And since we were not able to experience these things, we either came to accept it, we didn't really need the sunlight anyways, or we changed our approach. And this is your friendly reminder. You can go ahead and delete your VPNs. You can apply the same concept to your day. Just change your approach. Don't think in black and white. Use meaning to judge your days, because then you can pick any shade of gray you like. I have found meaning in what I pride myself in, and that is the people who have molded me into the person I am today. Mentors, my friends, and my family. I've had the opportunity to learn under some amazing teachers. I've had my best friends. They know who they are. And most importantly, I've had my family. For the last 18 years, they have shown me who I should strive to be. But today, I am most proud to call myself your classmate. We, the class of 2021, have accomplished something no other class ever has. Completing high school in the middle of a pandemic without a single day of a normal senior year. And that is worth celebrating. Maybe you're celebrating new beginnings. Maybe you're celebrating all the memories you made. Or maybe you're like me and you're celebrating being part of the class of 2021. Thank you. Have a meaningful week. And remember, it's a great day to be Baker Hornet.
At this time, we will begin awarding diplomas. Every student deserves the opportunity to have their name heard and to be recognized. Please be courteous and mindful of this as we present our graduates with their diplomas.
You want me to do it? Oh, no. Okay, right here.
I'll leave this up here. Okay.
You ready?
Adrian Joseph Rushing. Isabella Rebecca Martin. Delaney Laurel Drury. Sarah Catherine Sims. Emily Kate Walker. Lauren Ashley Olzinski. Harrison Marvin Poole. Leanna Young Pham. Lindsay Elizabeth Gaston. Mary Carter Howard. Tyler Elisha Cobb. Anthu Sarah Tranley. Isabella Manalaya Ackerman. Mackenzie K. Alford. Logan Eugene Allen. Dima Jamal Al-Sheikh. Ariel Alexis Alvarez. Carmen Diaz Anderson. Shannon Nicole Anderson.
Bradley Stacy Andrews. Jada Corin Andrews. Olivia Nicole Armour. Corey James Austin. Trinity Nicole Austin. Leonardo Avila Argot. Najwa Rima Awad. Jeffrey Tristan Axsmith. Javia Monet Baker Bennett. Brianna Grace Balmez. Willie David Banks Chambers. Adam Torres Fernandez Barbosa. Delilah Rain Barks. Cameron Ahmad Beard. Christian Dion Washington Bedgood. Brenaya Thais Belton. Alejandro Bermudez. Morgan Dejan Bernard. Emily Madison Biggers.
Madison Nicole Bohannon. Corey Jamichael Bonner. James Cody Bonner. Abigail Christina Bowler. Austin Joanne Boykin. Alyssa Brooke Bozeman. Peyton Leanne Bozeman Mosley. Fanae Brasley. Anna Louise Brazil. Savannah Jane Brewer. Dalton Joseph Brooks. Jackson Brooks. Trey James Browder. Haley Cherie Brown. Rollin Michael Brown. Dana Ashley Brunson. Christine Alexis Bruton. Roderick Peter Bryant. Adriana Yvonne Barrage.
Alexis Lee Burkhart. Micah James Exeniber Burkholder. Bailey Ann Burrell. Logan Montgomery John Byers. Jonathan Troy Bird. Clint Lewis Campbell. Eddie Bertillo Carvajal. Sydney Claire Cardenas. Lillian Delaney Carver. Frank Leslie Cassidy IV. James Adam Castillo. Cassidy Grace Caton. Gabrielle Michelle Caslas. Haley Ann Margaret Setatal. Aaliyah Scott Chance. Hunter Shane Chapwis. Antonio Zymarcus Shavers. Emma Claire Cheatham. Kayla Michelle Childers.
Delitzo Harrison Chingwangwa. Peyton Louise Churchman. Mitchell Larry Ciatat IV. Neonizigie Clements. Christian Harrison Coggin. Zipporah Bernice Coleman. Cadence Layla Collier. Alexandria Bree Constantine. Emma Victoria Cook. Ryan Scott Cook. Connor Ryan Cooper. Jermaine O'Neill Council Jr. Alexis Mercedes Couture. Alicia Renee Cox. Troy Austin Craddock. Ladarian Lamar Craig. Caleb Wesley Krigler. Destiny Jerian Cunningham. Peyton Kylie Cunningham.
Shania Aubrey Curry. Michael Anthony Curtis Jr. Jenny Tumong Dang. Bailey Graham Davis. Deja Trinice Davis. Jeremiah Javon Davis. Joshua Gavin Davis. Matthew Joshua Davis. Nicole Elizabeth Davis. Parker William Day. Sarah Ashley Deaton. James Riley Dehu. Malachi K. Deca. Luis Javier Del Pozo Rodriguez. Owen Dwayne Dewberry. Corey Desmond Dials Jr. Alisa Delaney Dixon. Yesenia Diego Mateo. Alexis K. Dira.
Lauren Elizabeth Dodson. Grayson James Dooley. Kaylee Renee Douglas. Tiana Elistine Douglas. Jaden Xavier Downs. Hannah Elizabeth Duff. Mallory Carson Duncan. Cole Evan Dunlap. Amelia Grace Dunn. Carson O'Brien Dunning. Christopher Aiden Earhart. John Parker Earhart. Courtney Leanne Eaton. Trace Davis Eckerman. Megan Elizabeth Edmond. Randall Sine Edwards. Cornelius Xavier Elliott. Peyton Robert Engel. Sahara Danielle Espinosa.
Trent Ryan Eubanks. Destiny Patrice Evans. Mason Dodds Evans. Patrice Yvonne Evans. Elizabeth Ann Everett. Aaron Nathaniel James Ezel. Brendan Matthew Farmer. Cameron Dion Fields. Chloe Violet Fields. Isabel Arlise Fillmore. Trenton Hugh Finch. Zachary David Finney. Jonathan David Fleming. Kelsey Marie Foltz. Natonya Janice Ford. Haley Rose Forsberg. Alexandra Carolyn Frazier. Madeline Frances Frazier. Pilar Allegra Fuller.
Shelby Ann Fuller. Eamon Landon Gata. Madison Nan Gall. Sharon Garcia. Savannah Jane Gargan. Stephen Kyle Garling. Julius Anthony Garrett. Samuel Peter Garoni IV. Mateo Frederic Gar. Naomi Cherie Gaston. Kaylin Elaine Gatwood. Hone Mon Young. Hannah Marie Gibson. Gavin Lee Gilchrist. Derek Owen Gillis Jr. Haley Michelle Glenn. Zachary Aaron Goff. Yuslin Fernanda Gomez Lopez. Hayden Janae Goodner.
Haley Anne Marie Goodner. Brianna Grace Grantham. Brielle Pearl Gray. Dalen Don Marie Grills. Anna Ruby Guest. Connor Edward Gullidge. Kristen Kiana Guy. Connor Neil Haddock. Mady Payson. I'm done. Dallas Walker Hammond. Ryder Trent Hammond. Naya Chanel Hardy. William Peyton Hardy. Michaela Destiny Harrell. Melina Lee Harris. Michael Lane Hatton. Trayvon Aldane Houghton. Madison Faith Hayes. Garrett Michael Henderson.
Denver Ward Henley. Tommy Sue Henry. Caleb Robert Hensley. Russell Wyatt Hickman. Nathan Zane Hickox. Kyla Jade Hicks. Fahed Mohammed Hijaz. Hadil Mohammed Hijaz. Jordan Kennedy Hill. Alec Raquette Hilton Jowers. Tyshawn Shandez Hives. Naya Monet Hobson. Danielle June Rose Honeycutt. Joshua Adam Hooper. Antoine Dion Hope Jr. Isaiah Alexander Horn. Tiana Jade Horton. Clay Parker Householder. Gabriella Annalise Houston.
Truman Connor Howell. Faith Ann Hubbard. Jared Bryant Hudson. Xavier Dijon Hudson. Caleb Blake Hunn. Kristen Grace Hutchinson. Elazari Irankunda. Kenneth Jackson Irby. Delilah Patrice Jackson. Javaris Jermaine Jackson. Tanner Jean Jackson. William Trent Jackson. Alexis Bailey James. Shakiria Danielle James. Caitlin Alexandra Jennings. Mackenzie Elaine Jensen. Laura Diana Jimenez. Haley Marie Johansson. Brendan William Alexander Johnson.
Maya Tiana Monique Johnson. Tobias Lee Johnson. Charles Tyler Jones. Darius Lamar Jones. Casey Joseph Jones. Lyric Emorian Jones. Celandance Maya Jones. Samuel Ryder Jones. Shania Shante Jones. Tanaya Zakiria Monique Jones. Tamarian Devin Jones. Xavier Jamel Jones. Kalia Trinice Jones Dock. Jaheim Junad Jordan II. Rashad Willie Jordan. Shania Dominique Jordan. Angel Jaquise Janie Jowers. Madison Ann Joy. Amir Jawad Kasim.
Joseph Aaron Keith. Benjamin David Kelso. Kashad Andre Kennedy. Bethany Grace Kilgore. Madison Scott Kilgore. Melanie Faith King. Paul Calvin Alexander King II. Terry Lamar Kirksey Jr. Wesley Littleton Nisley. John Christopher Kaler. Robert Graham Kaler. Jamon Horace Koger. Molly Elizabeth LaCosta. Rebecca Grace LaFawn. Hampton Kennedy Langston. Madeline Juliana LaRousse. Selena E. Nee. William Dane Lever. Elizabeth Sue LaBeouf.
Mason Patrick Ledbetter. Michaela Marie Ledbetter. Abigail Grace Ledlow. Alexander Bryce Lee. Cornelius Marquise Lee. Kiara Michelle Lewis. Taryn Ilana Lewis. Trinity Warshay Lewis. Emma Catherine Linscomb. Chandler Thomas Lodwick. Helena Grace Laundry. Jennifer Lopez. Beverly Virginia Lopez Barrios. Pedro Lorenzo Francisco. Chandler Alexander Love. Megan Elizabeth Lowe. Today we celebrate the achievements of our students as individuals, and we celebrate them as a whole. We call this whole the Baker family. During the last 4 years, Baker High School lost one of our family members, D'Angelo Parham. Even though D'Angelo is not here physically to complete his high school career, many of you carried him on your journey as you finished yours. So today, we also celebrate the achievement of family member D'Angelo Parham. Accepting D'Angelo's honorary diploma are his parents, Sheila and Tony Parham, and his aunt, Yolanda Turner. If you would come forward, please.
During unprecedented times, the class of 2021 has 548 graduates. 264 of those graduates earned a college scholarship. That is 48% of our graduating class. Most impressive is the amount of scholarship money earned. The total for the graduating class of 2021 is $20.1 million. Class of 2021, please stand. Move your tassel to the left side. By the power vested in me by the state of Alabama, I now declare you graduates of Baker High School. Please stand and remain standing for the alma mater and the recessional.
choix.